Like,
let's see. Basically, I'm just like, I was going through pretty much like everything. I even have like my friend Justin. He went to school for like this stuff, you know, and like we went through like all the transcripts. We just pretty much went through the entire project and stuff, and we made like a lot of mistakes. And it's like not a big deal because that was our first time and everything. But I mean, just like mistakes that were just like careless mistakes. You know what I mean? Just like blatantly, like just like who cares? Like not my problem kind of mistakes. You know what I mean? And so I'm just like super disappointed because I did not expect that. And basically, I know I'm holding you guys to a high standard, and I know you guys are in school and stuff. But if you feel like it's too much for you, then just let me know. I would understand 100%. But just, I mean, it's just like just some of the things that our time. First off, I'm sure you guys can all agree with this. Our time is like we are not using our time correctly. First off, like at all. The time that we have, we're not utilizing it correctly. And this is back when we actually had you guys didn't have school. And I don't know, it's just stuff like that. So pretty much, you know, I mean, we're not gonna make it if it continues. Like if we act like how we did on another project, he said that he is lucky that he's not gonna leave 1 stars for us on like this one website thing. I mean, I understand that he sucks as a client and stuff, but it's just one of those things you just have to kind of like, believe me, I fucked up too a lot during this as well, and I'm more to blame than anybody. But it's just one of those things where it's like you have to like figure out the problem, and even though just push through it no matter what. You know what I mean? Like even though they suck or whatever, we can sit and we can bitch and we can blame everyone else, or we can try to fix the problem, you know? And I feel like we did like a lot of blaming. I feel like we did a lot of blaming, including me. I mean, I don't know. He went through it and my other friend went through it, and like I said, they went to school. It's just there's a lot that we need to work on. You know what I mean? Obviously we have a lot we need to work on. So that's how I feel. What do you feel about it? Does anyone have anything to say about that? And I want everyone to have to say, like, please say something. Don't just sit back and just don't say anything. Like, what are your guys' thoughts on like the project overall? Like, where do you think we made mistakes, and how do you think we can improve? Okay, let's start with Sean.
Dude, the first thing what I was constantly telling is like we wasted our time a lot. Like the first week, Jose and Ashwin was like jobless. Totally, they were chilling out. And the
Who?
next week,
Ashwood? Who was for the first week?
me and Sean. I mean, sorry, me and Ashwin, because
Ashwin.
we didn't have the models yet, right?
wait, let me complete.
Fine,
So
finish it.
see, the first week, Jose and Ashwin, they was like chilling out. In the second week, I didn't have much work. Like me and Tarun was chilling out.
This was a
And
2-week project though, guys.
yeah,
It was
wait.
supposed to be a 2-week project though, remember? So why is it that if we were planning on 2 weeks that how were you guys sitting out for a whole week?
Dude, because the
Not
first
full.
part, the Jose and Ashwin's work was dependent on me. Only when I push him, remember we had an arcade done first and it was totally rejected. And then so I think we can improve on that because we didn't put up our time properly here. We could have actually worked in parallel. We
Why was
missed
Ashwin sitting out for a week and when Rosh wasn't?
Like even I was
what?
sitting. I was sitting
Oh, Rosh,
away.
were you
dude.
sitting out for a week too?
I was sitting with them, dude. Though, but yeah, I was
So
with
you were
them.
sitting out for a
Even
week
Ash
too. So
was
you
there.
didn't work
Even
for a
Ashwin
week
was
either?
there. Even Ashwin was
So
there.
you
Yeah,
didn't
I
work
was
for
there,
you
dude.
didn't,
I was there.
then who was doing anything then the whole time? Who were we waiting on?
Dude,
So Sean was doing
it was
it.
not the whole week, dude. It was till the Antonio gave the model. So it was not the whole week.
So
No,
I'll
no,
tell
no.
you when we
What?
were job.
See, what I
Okay,
was
I don't
trying to
understand.
say is, wait. What I was trying to say is like we could have done a more proper managing thing because when I was working, those two did not have a work to do. When they were working, I did not have a work to do. Something like that happened.
But I mean,
So
at the same time though, what can you do that's beyond your skill set?
we couldn't do anything. Dude. So in the 3Js part, I cannot do anything without the models. Dude. So basically, he was the blocker when
Okay, but I find that But at the same
Uh-huh.
time, I find that hard to believe, even though, but listen, I know that you are saying they're sitting out because what are you going to do, right? Because you can't just know how to develop overnight, right, Sean? I understand that. Same thing with you, Ashwin, but there has to be ways that you can use the skills that you have better. Like, there's no way that you could have started preparing stuff in the meantime, like waiting for the models maybe, or like there's nothing that we could have done at all. Like, what if the models were going to come on time? Maybe like we could have made our own, or you know what I mean? There's nothing that you're saying that you guys could have done at all to like prep while we were waiting on the models.
No. That's wrong. That's wrong. We could have done something. We didn't do
Then why
anything.
didn't you? Why didn't you then?
It's actually we didn't know, dude. We yeah. I agree. We messed it up.
So look,
Okay,
I
that's
don't
all.
think we
See, at
messed
least
it
you're
up,
owning
dude.
up
So
to it.
Alex,
least you're owning up
remember Antonio, dude. He told give us the next day, and when you ask him the next day, he tells us that he's gonna give next day. It kept happening
understand that.
for a week. Like,
I
bro, but
understand that,
No,
Rosh.
if
no,
he
no,
was
no.
telling
But
it takes a week, Sean would have done something, dude. Like,
dude, no, I don't think it's like at this point we should blame anyone, dude. I
yeah,
seriously
shouldn't
think.
blame, but that's what happened, right? We thought he'll give us the next day. We didn't do anything. We just waited. Then you go to the next day, and he's like the same thing.
Okay, can I ask you something then? We had the animation prototype, and then you were working for that on the next week. Wasn't
Yeah,
that a mistake?
we didn't have the models, right? So
See,
see,
Alex,
did that.
I think, see, dude, we did not do a proper 3D website in the beginning. We didn't know we had so much hurdles. We had this blockers and all. And now we know when we have to prepare, we have to make a proper planning of how the project should run.
See, people,
something like
I
that.
want you guys to start thinking like Sean. See how Sean's thinking right now? This is the exact mindset that like I've been looking for, because I'm telling you right now, he's completely 100% right. 100% right. We made a lot of mistakes. First off, why isn't it that we know if we say we can build a 3D website, why did we not even use the right, at least like language? I mean, how did we not know this? Like, it's just frustrating, you know? It's just frustrating. Like, I just feel like we were really unprepared. Not even unprepared, because I know that you guys have it in you, but it was just like, I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we should have known if we make 3D websites that probably 3JS doesn't do good for optimization. You know what I mean? We should have thought ahead of time and said, you know what? Obviously, the site's going to require a lot of optimization. It's in the web, right? So maybe we should use something that's optimization friendly. And 3JS seems like it's not really friendly. So why did we use 3JS?
We didn't
Because
know.
Thing was, we
First-
didn't know
No, wait. The
we had a
first
problem
thing,
with the optimization.
the first
Maybe
thing
do you think you should have done some research first, maybe then? Or there's nothing you could have done at all? It's just we didn't know. It's just, well, we didn't know. Like,
the first thing I'd say is like there are no website in 3D that is like huge scenes. We had like the lobby, we had the art gallery, we had the shop. We should have known that this will work at the beginning. See, if it's a small
saying.
product, yeah,
exactly.
if it's a small,
We should have done the research. We should have asked the community, hey, look, we're going to be doing a 3D website. Can you guys have any tips for us? Or what do you guys recommend? Or you know what I mean? We should have done our research first.
see if it
Not
was a
just sit around.
website, yeah, if it was a small model, like something like which we had, the laptop, the PC or something like that, we would have known that it will work because people have already done it. But this is a new
All I
thing
know
for us.
is I smoke cigarettes maybe like once a day. I've started smoking like about a pack a day now because I'm so stressed out for this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm now smoking like a pack a day. Like, I'm like just like stressed the fuck out. I just like, it just sucks. Like, you know what I mean? It's embarrassing and it sucks. And I know that you guys have so much more than what we did. Like, I know that we can do so much better than that. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know if we even deserved his money, to be honest. To be completely honest with you, I kind of feel like we didn't. I mean, he was 3 weeks past deadline. Like, I mean, we can keep blaming him because they sucked in it, whatever. But if we should have done things differently. You know, I mean, we should have asked the right questions, maybe, or like, you know, maybe I should have been more on Battis about the fact that, you know, he wasn't giving the models quick enough. That's my responsibility. I should have been like more. I should have taken the leader role and been like, hey, look, we need those models like now. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to upset him and stuff. So that's my fault, and that's where I messed up. Sorry, Rosh, that's where I messed up. You know. So I messed up a lot. I messed up a lot, and I'm like really disappointed in myself as well. So it's just like, I don't know. Sean, but continue. What do you think that we could have done differently then?
Dude, I'd like to know like what and all we could have done better. Like you said, your mistake was like you didn't ask them the models. Can we like all speak up like what mistake we made? Will that help?
Absolutely. I want you to speak freely. Yeah, absolutely.
So the first, okay, I'll start. So what I could have done is like we were talking about backlighting, right? And that is what even they needed. It's completely not possible in 2 weeks, dude. It's completely not possible in 2 weeks. And but we thought the project is gonna end very soon, like the first of this month, but it keeps on extending. I did not take a step, and if I'd started like this month first, I could have actually completed that by like what, today or something, maybe a week
So
before.
our first mistake was when he said we gave the wrong. We definitely underestimated
Yeah, that is,
ourselves.
yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Uh,
one thing that we definitely didn't do. We should have been like, no, we need more time. You know what I mean? But I know we really wanted this project and stuff, but we should have just been like, but look what happens though. You know what I mean? It didn't turn out good for anybody, really. I mean, we
but
got
what I
paid.
all yeah, what I also think is like when one guy was working and the other guy was like did not have much work. When Jose and Ashwin was working, like I do not have much of a work to do. I think,
Okay,
yeah.
but I want our team to be diverse though. I want us to be able to like go in and help. You know what I mean? Does it make any sense? If you have nothing, there's something that you could have been doing. There's something that you guys could have been doing for a fact. You guys could have been researching, for instance. You know, you guys could have been doing research and maybe you know, does no one really think that we could have been doing anything at all besides just sitting there?
Hmm.
Maybe research? No, like no, nothing, nobody. Really?
Like, so
Nobody?
the thing, I think we got overconfident dude, because we got the commission page done. That's what I think. I don't know, I may be wrong.
No, I think you're right. I think we were overconfident.
Jose, can you also spot out like other mistakes
So
that you
the
did?
one thing, dude, like as soon as we got the project, I was very excited. I told my parents, I told my friends too. So my friends, like, so when we got delayed by 2 weeks, right? I told my friend, he was like, "Dude, you're nuts about who delays it by 2 weeks? 2 weeks." So I told him they were asking for extra features and stuff. He's like, "Didn't you write a written contract or something?" I think we should have done that, dude. Like have a written contract of what we're going to provide, so we can point them to the contract. See, it's not in the contract or something.
Basically have this waterfall model going on.
Yes.
So once every stage is done, just sign off that stage so that
Yes.
the client doesn't
Done.
go
We
back
can
to
go
that
ahead.
stage and ask for something else.
Yeah, we need to make sure have like a better
Better
yeah, so
workflow
yeah,
and a better model. Yep.
So
that well and
workflow
yeah,
would have been.
in a good system, a good project management system, which that's what I want to start now. I want to get us into that now, okay? The mindset now while we're doing our website. That's what I'm telling you. We need to treat this like a client almost, so we can get in the mindset and you know what I mean? We need to have practice.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do right now by the work journal and that's doing the, you know what I mean, guys? Like if we can use our website, it's a perfect way for us to like get in this in a good workflow. Do you know what I mean?
And this is what I
If you,
recommend too. So let's use the waterfall model. Let's just get a plan done as soon as possible for the website. Let's finish it, deploy it as version 1, and then come back for the, like, what do you call, minor changes, like other changes, major or minor, anything. Because that's the only way we can get it hosted fast.
oh
So,
yeah, that's how it's starting today. Absolutely. We're gonna start today. Okay. And I'm telling you guys, like I'm so serious. Okay. There's not gonna be, oh well, my bad, or dude, I forgot. But dude, come on, dude. No, it's not gonna be that anymore. I'm just telling you right now, like this, if like I want this to be treated like a client. And you guys have to take this seriously. That's what I'm telling you right now. If you don't feel, I understand between school and stuff that you guys are really busy. But I mean, like I was telling T the other day, if you guys would one day, I'm telling you, you guys are busy now, but if you guys weren't busy, you guys would be so bored, you know? And honestly, to make it, this is what it takes, you know what I mean? Like I never sleep, like, you know what I mean? I'm always having to I'm always, you know what I mean? Like it's just, you have to just get in that kind of grind mode, you know, like I know it's a lot for you guys, but that's what I'm saying. If you feel like you cannot handle it or you're tired, you don't have enough time, because you have to understand we're also now working at the disadvantage of having maybe 4, maybe 5 good working days now, like for 5 hours a day for working. You know, so that's also now before we had all day. Now we have maybe 4 hours if we're lucky, 4 or 5 hours if we're lucky, with you guys going to school.
Yeah.
So now we have to extra kick it into gear. You know what I mean? Now we have to extra. There's no room for mistakes, kind of thing. You know. So it's a big deal, guys. You know, this is a big deal. I don't know. Okay, anyway, I'll be right back, guys. I need just like 2 minutes. Okay, I have to run in the gas station real quick. You guys
Right.
continue on. I'll watch the video or just continue on. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah. So guys, the next immediate mistake which we did, actually the biggest mistake I think, was we assumed that they wanted a 3D mobile site. So apparently
I
we
didn't even
actually,
know if 3D
yeah,
would
we
work on
actually
mobile.
wasted like probably 1.5, 2 weeks of time on optimization for mobile. Whereas after that, we just ended up doing a 2D site.
But on the first place, we didn't know it would work on the desktop also there. Like the 3 scenes.
What? On desktop?
The desktop it worked, right? Like,
It
what do you mean?
worked, but what if at the last point nothing just worked? Like it was lagging the entire time.
What if?
No, I'm just
Like,
putting
why
up a
would
question.
that happen? Like,
Because no, dude, it's like what to say, like
see,
making
like it's the same model which was in trispace.app, right? If it was lagging the entire way, it had to lag there too. It actually made sense, right?
no. What I'm trying to tell is like, suppose we were 20 years back and we were ready to do GTA 5. It even if we were able to do, we were not able to come up with a product. We shouldn't assume things. We assume that we can make 3 scenes, 4 scenes. You remember, like we tried to add other 2 scenes after the first 2 weeks get over. I think we made a mistake there. We should have known what are the limits.
We should have known the limitations of the engine and limitations of what is the limitation of the mobile, what is the limitation of integrated GPUs, and what are the limitations of normal dedicated GPUs. Yes. So
we assumed a lot. Actually.
Yeah. So that again comes under research, right?
Yep.
Limitations.
Okay, all right, guys, I'm back. Okay, so I'm also going to be getting us a project management app. Okay, so I'm thinking Hive might be a good one, or what do you guys think? I don't want to do Trello. Please do not mention Trello. Okay, so what do you guys think would be a good project management app that I can subscription that I can get us?
Cake.
Like I want it to be fairly priced, you know, like I don't want it to be like super, you know, like expensive, but I mean, if we need one, that's what we need. We need something to help us keep organized. Okay. And we have to use it. I mean, I know we have to absolutely use it though. There's no way around it. Like we have to, if we have to get used to it. We have to get used to how it is. That's the best way because we're gonna have to utilize the so does anyone know? Can anyone think of a good one that you think we could use? I think Hive so far. Can someone please share their screen so we can look at these real quick? And go over which ones you guys want. We also we need to do that. I was thinking about getting a Google Workspace as well. And then not only Google Workspace, but we need to make sure our emails are, you know, because that was really embarrassing, guys. Like when our emails weren't working. Like
Yeah,
what was that about?
Because the thing is, what he sent his Google Drive attachment to that. So
Yeah,
what happened was with MadMT, you cannot access Google Drive. So we couldn't access the file, and we later had to send that as a.
Raj, can you set up Google? Can you set up Workspace for all of our MadMT emails first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so that would be Alex at MadMT, and then that should help us with like the email stability, right?
Yes. So basically, we can move all our data, like all our files, to Google Cloud, Google Drive. That will be really good.
Okay, and then we need a project management app. So can anyone think of one that's like, I want one that's like teams of like, you know, obviously like, so what's our team right now? So our team right now is me, Tyron, Rush, Sean, and Ash. So 5 of us. Okay. As far as like our graphic designer, I don't know. Where's Tom at? Is he here?
He's here.
Tom.
Yeah, I'm here now. I just reached back.
Can you explain to me what's going on with real quick why it's taking so long?
So I just had a basic kind of logo rough thing. I started with adding the squeegee thing for the logo, but then he straight up went like he doesn't want the squeegee for the logo. So I just want to, you know, get some time understanding what else he wants before starting on the new one.
First off, it's a girl, Tom. Their website's literally pink and purple.
Yeah, but then he said he doesn't want us. Okay, sorry. So sorry. I'm just tired. So yeah.
No, I understand. No, I understand completely. But just know at least if your client's a female or male, would probably make a difference. So these are questions that we need to ask in the beginning, she's obviously, regardless if a client's going to be busy or not, we need to just, a Cake would be perfect for this right now. That's why Cake is so perfect, because they can just kind of like log in and like, but these are questions that you need to start asking in the beginning. Okay. You know what I mean? Start asking these questions like the first time you meet them. Like, as a matter of fact, I would go and get like a little checklist for them to fill out for you. Does it make any sense?
Yeah. Make a Google form or something. What else do you want?
Don't make it too long. Don't make it too long and tedious though, because then they're not going to want to do it. Okay. Maybe like, so that's up to you to find out like maybe like 3 really good questions. Does it make any sense that you can give them and that they can fill it out? They're busy and stuff. They don't have a lot of time for this. So, tell them if they can even leave a voice memo to you about what they, if they don't feel like writing it, just say, if you can just answer these questions and leave like a little voice memo to me, or like, if you have time to like text this to me and answer these questions in as depth as possible. You know what I mean? That way you don't have to that way you don't ask a question. You have to wait 5 hours for them to respond, and then you ask another question and wait 5 hours for them. You know what I mean? Do you have the rough draft of like what? So no squeegee then, right? So like, what do you have then if it looks like a house?
I guess she said something about the word Zilla in a house kind of shape, I guess.
The person that my friend sent her to me, and I made his logo for his business, and I made a house logo. So maybe she liked his logo, what I did for that, and maybe that's why she's telling you a house.
That's why I did ask her for if she had any reference images she would want that way, and like rather than just scratching it up,
Yeah. Oh my god, I just spilled orange juice in my car. Oh, this always happens to me, dude. Unbelievable, dude. Brand new car, and I already have fucking. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so what do you? Okay, so what do you have so far, T? Like, what do you recommend? Like, what do you? Oh yeah, well, as T. Okay, first off, let's go to. Okay, next, real quick. Let's talk this out. Okay, now Ashwin, where do you think we went wrong, and where do you think we can improve?
Okay, yeah, let's finish that. Tarun, can you stop your screen share? Like,
Yeah.
people are getting distracted. Okay, thanks. Yeah, Ashwin, you're muted.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Go on.
The thing was, it's about 3JS part, dude. So that was the thing. So we didn't know we had so many problems in that. So we should have been researched about it, and I just had to do the course without doing that. So that's my bad.
Okay, so another question, like how far are you done with the course? You're almost done, right?
Yeah, it's almost done. It's almost done.
Okay.
What's almost done?
So the course, the 3Js course.
Okay, yeah, we need to decide
So
that
the
too.
thing is, we have a lot to do in 3JS too. Okay, go on. Just.
No, I'm just saying, like, we need to decide what role is what role, because you and Rosh, I'm not gonna have the whole, well, I'm following Rosh thing. No. That's like such a waste of people and time. Okay, like if we have an extra body, you know how embarrassing it would have been to tell Madison that we have 3GS guys doing that. Do you think that would have been pretty embarrassing to tell them that we have 2 of them on it, and it's still, you know what I mean? You guys have to have separate roles. Like, there's no one that's going to be doing the exact same thing as the other person. That makes no sense. So you and Rosh need to figure that out, and you guys need to figure that out by the end of the day. Okay, like whose role is what role, and whatever role you guys say, we're sticking with that. It's not going to be, you guys are both going to be learning this together and all that. I mean, no offense, Ashwin, I think you're extremely smart, and I think you learned quicker than most people, but like, we just can't afford to have a student on our payroll right now. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel like you're completely ready and stuff, then that's cool. But like, I just don't have the team. The team doesn't want to sacrifice their pay, I'm sure, or their time as well, so you can learn right now. Does that make any sense? It's nothing personal, but like, you have. It's true though. But I mean, it's nothing. You understand? It's nothing personal, and sounds like a really mean stuff, but it's just the way it is. Like, you and Rush doing the same thing. It makes no sense to me. Rush, do you have anything to say about that, Jose? Do you have anything to say about that?
No. Makes sense. It makes sense.
Dude, I want to
Okay,
make a point
Or
here.
something.
Go ahead.
You told that it will be embarrassing to tell that there are 2 people working on the project. I don't see it that way, because if here we know what we are doing, like exactly what we need to do, we could have done it faster. The thing is, we didn't know what we need to do. We tried many things. I think we need to consider even that point.
What I'm there's not a lot of teams that have 2 people doing the same thing. Does it make any sense, Sean? There's not a lot of teams that have. Usually, there's like teams of 5 like us, and there's not like 2, 3 JS developers on one team. Does that make any sense? Usually, like, does that
Yeah,
make any sense at all? Like,
yeah,
so
I'm
to
agreeing
say
to
that we have
that.
2 people, say that we have 2 people though doing the same job is like, and that has to be like one of the, you know what I mean? Like the optimization part. Like, you don't think that'd be kind of embarrassing to say we have 2 people working on it?
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, that's what we didn't know what we're doing, right? I'm telling that part.
What do you mean? What do you mean when you say that? What does that mean? You didn't know what we were doing.
We just tried different things. We just searched for the community. We just
Okay, but
we
that's
just asked
not
for
the
help.
client's problem though, Sean. That's our responsibility to know these answers to that. Not, well,
Yep,
hey,
yeah,
sorry,
Hey
about
guys,
it.
it's gonna
that's
end in
what.
We're
10
not,
minutes. The meeting's
okay,
gonna
that's
end
fine.
in
So
10
not,
minutes. Yeah.
okay, not to be like, hey, sorry about us, you know, we didn't really know what we were doing. So give
No.
us a
My
break.
point is being that we need to fix our mistakes. That was totally our mistake. That's why I'm mentioning it here.
Okay. I don't understand what you're trying to say. I just okay, I understand, Sean. I understand I'm glad that you're the first one to actually like own up to everything and just be like, no, so I'm really appreciative of that. But just we don't have time. Like, what does he mean? Can someone help me? Like what he means? I don't understand what he's trying to say. But I want to understand what you're trying to say, but I don't understand what you're trying to say. Does it make any sense? Like your feedback's important to me, but I don't get what you're trying to say. Does anyone know what he means by that?
Actually, like what I'm trying to tell is like we wasted a lot of time, like maybe a half a week or 1 week, just trying to figure what we are doing, how to optimize the scene,
Yeah,
make
we
it
were
faster to
inexperienced.
compile.
We're chewing it. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I'll be honest with you. For a team though, this is their first time doing it, we did pretty badass. Let's just be honest. We did. To learn that
Mhm.
shit as quick as we did, was pretty cool. But not for a paid client. Not saying that we can, you know what I mean? Does it make any sense? But like we did learn it pretty. The fact that like that was all learned, like I'm giving you guys kudos for that for sure. Was the fact that you guys learned. I mean, did you guys not learn a lot from this though? Rush, how much did you
Yeah,
learn
dude, a
development
lot.
wise from this client?
A lot, dude, a lot.
A lot, right? Like a lot. It just sucks that they happen to be like the guinea pig, I guess, but it is what it is, yeah, a lot, right? So I mean, hopefully those mistakes don't happen again. Like, because I'm going to tell you something, our website sounds like it's going to explode as well, just the same way as, can someone explain that to me, why it is?
Like, I don't know, dude. We checked that day, it was totally fine, and now you're telling it's gonna explode. I don't know, because it's not been
Maybe it's a
updated.
MacBook
It's the
thing.
same thing. I don't.
Maybe
Okay,
it's a MacBook
maybe.
thing. I don't know, because
Yeah.
I get on Safari on my MacBook to our
Oh,
website,
Safari. Can you try
madmp.com.
on Chrome or Firefox?
I know, but like, what if someone uses Safari? You know what I mean? If we're not going to be using Safari, then we need to put that in our notes. Like, we need to make it
It's
like, sorry,
very
this isn't
outdated, dude.
eligible
You
for
know?
Safari. You know?
Yeah, like Safari is very outdated, dude. Like, very.
Yeah. But I mean, unfortunately, on
Dude, even
iPhone makes it to where that's who else has an iPhone besides me? T.
Me. Yep.
Ashwin, and
It's kind of hard to get away. It's kind of hard to get around from Safari a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
even on a
They
Mac.
just finally made it where you can change your default browser though. They just changed that.
What?
All right, T, go ahead and send a new link. Go ahead and send a new link. Okay.
Yeah, send
Yeah,
me.
sure.
So
Sure.
Alex, so we have 5 minutes more. So Alex, so I was setting up Google Workspace. It's asking for a current email address. Should I give Madam T? Current Google
Mhm.
email address.
Mine's us. Yeah, we can. Mine's us in cursive at gmail.com, but we can do that.
T.Madam T.
T.Madam, fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Tarun sent us
But
a
Rush,
link.
wait to set that
Yeah.
up right now. I mean, well, I guess you can because you guys are all.
It's a
you guys in
trial
school right
account, a trial account. We can try it out, right? Just to see if you
Okay.
like it or not.
It says that it needs DNS records and all that. You can handle all that, right?
Yeah, I can take care of that.
Okay.
It's just how
Okay,
much? $2 per head per user. $2 per user. So, and we
I thought it
also
was
have to
$6.
decide who needs an email. So I'll show you. So
No, $2 per user is fine. I thought it was $6. That's good.
like we need the most
really cheap.
basic one. We don't need a lot.
That's fine. I'll give you my my card, or I think
Yeah,
it's
dude,
my card
that's
in the
not
big
gonna
one.
work, dude. That's not gonna work. We
What?
tried that last time, remember, for Adobe student thing. It
What's
was
not
not
gonna work?
working. Like it blocked me, dude. It thought I was a fraud guy trying to access your credit card, and your bank blocked it. Remember? For
Okay, I'll give
Adobe.
you a different credit card then. I have like 3 of them. I'll give you a different one then.
Okay.
if that one doesn't work. You know what I mean? Well, we should be able to pay for Google Workspace. I don't know what the problem is. Like, I'll give you one of my cards. Does it let you pay through PayPal?
PayPal, I didn't go through that, but Tarun and guys, can you help me out? This is enough, right? Business starter. Like we have 30 gigs, we have custom secure email ID, and we can record up to 100 Google Meets and 30 gigs per
Okay.
user. Security control
Perfect.
management controls everything. Here, the only difference is like 2 TB and 150. There's no other difference. I think this
Let's
is
just start
good
off
for
with
us.
that because
Yeah,
let's just
let's
start off
start
with
Yeah,
off
that. Okay,
that's
cool.
fine.
Yeah.
I will
And
send you
Tarun.
my. Okay, well, we need to make sure everyone has a Mad Empty email. You need set all that up, and then I'll pay for
Yeah,
it. Is
I'll
that how
set
you
that
want
up.
to?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll set
And we
it
also need like a team at Mad Empty or like an info at Mad Empty or like an
and
admin at Mad
support
Empty
at
or
Mad
something.
Empty, especially support.
Support at Mad Empty. I know, but like
Yes.
we can always make that one go to like 5 different. Does it make any sense? Like, we can, I guess just like
Oh,
maybe
like a
team at Mad
forwarding. Yeah, yeah. That's good. Okay.
Team at
We can
Mad
do
Empty
that.
is probably the best thing because then we can just forward it off to like 3 to 5
Yep.
different things. You know what I mean?
Yep. We can do that.
So team.madempty would be a good one. Should my account be Alex at MadEmpty or the ad? No, I don't think we should. I don't think we should have an admin account. Should we? Or like the admin at MadEmpty? Because that's like
This one
dangerous.
is gonna be the admin, dude. Like whatever I'm gonna put now. So basically t.madempty. That's the admin.
Okay.
We're gonna start with
All right.
that.
That's fine.
Yes.
And then it's gonna be our MadEmpty emails, right?
Yeah, madempty emails. Yes.
Okay. Let's continue. Let's continue. Send a different link.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tarun.
T, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna end this meeting.